Hello, how are you doing? So, I wanted to come here today and talk about something that I've kind of been hesitating talking about. But as I've shared with you all before in previous videos, now that I'm turning 50 and I am focusing on wanting to help women and encourage women, becoming a life coach and a relationship coach. Um, I feel like probably sharing a little bit of what I went through and how much I have grown in my life, and any advice I can give to any younger women or just women in general. I'll just specifically talk about my divorce and my healing from that, and the process I went through to become the woman I am now, and how I am in a very happy and stable relationship. So I got married very young, and looking back now, it's amazing how, when you're young, you just want to have love, or you want to have, um, some people want that fairy tale. And what I learned from my marriage and being married for a very long time is, first of all, you have to be very self aware, and you also have to know who you are, and you have to choose somebody because you want to be with them, not because you need them, not because they need to fill some kind of void, not because you want some kind of fairy tale lifestyle. You really need to be healed and whole in of yourself. So a lot of times what I share with younger women and women in general is, you need to already be happy within your own life. Look at your life. There's something that I can recommend. It's called the Wheel of Life, and on that you can actually Google it. On it, it shows different aspects of your life: your career, finances, relationships, hobbies. It takes your whole life as a whole and separates them into categories, and you can actually take a look at and see how you're doing in each category. So I think the best thing for anyone to do, and I advise that, is you need to look at all those areas of your life and make sure you're happy and content within those different aspects of your life. Because when you're going into a relationship, you shouldn't need this person to give you anything. You need to just want to be able to be a happy person and bring joy to their life, and vice versa. And so, when I got married at a young age in my early 20s, I was a single mom. I met someone who, he had a good job, and, he was a funny guy. He seemed all put together, but there were some red flags that I noticed that I kind of looked past. First of all, we were of different faiths. I was a Christian, and, he wasn't. And, we would go to church, but it wasn't really, I didn't really see a lot of his faith. Also, our different ways of communication was different. He was more of a spender, I was more of a saver. Really, the glue that has to hold a relationship together is friendship. You have to be friends, because why? Friends, when you have a best friend, you're there for life. You're loyal. If they really truly are your best friend and are a good friend, they will be with you throughout storms of life when things get difficult. And really, that's what a relationship is. That's what marriage is two whole people coming together who are there because they want to be, and they choose to love each other and support each other and encourage each other through difficult times and good times. And so if you are not a whole, healed, self-sufficient person, you will constantly be trying to drag your spouse down, or your partner down, or your boyfriend or girlfriend down. And so that's why it's important to take that time. So for me, me and my ex-husband had a lot of baggage that we were bringing to the relationship. And I won't go into all the specifics of a lot of his baggage, but it just made it to where there wasn't a lot of trust. There wasn't a lot of wanting to take on responsibility for the relationship. And so, I went through a lot in that. He had some gambling issues, and we ended up losing a lot home. And it was pretty traumatic, because he started taking on some issues. and it triggered some things in me from, my past relationships. And so, I left that marriage pretty broken. And so I ended up in counseling. I was in counseling for a couple of years after that. And it actually was the best thing that has ever happened to me, honestly, because I was able to learn, that I need to put myself first, make myself happy, and, not be dependent on anybody for my joy and my happiness, and learn to create my own life that I was happy with, then bring someone into it. And so, I had a wonderful therapist. She had been a therapist for well over 20 something years, and I had to go through several, but I finally went. And I was the kind of person that was like, I don't need to talk to anybody. I'm okay. I can fix myself if I had any issues. But finally I was like, you know what, I'm not doing well, so when you're going through a divorce, you need to find a support system. You need to go through a healing process. I don't advise jumping into relationship really quick like I did. I did do that, and I did meet someone who he actually was a really sweet guy. He said, you know what, because I would get emotional. He said, I can see you're the kind of woman I would want to have a relationship with. And I got emotional. I was having a hard time. I felt like it was going too fast. He was a great guy, but I wasn't ready. And so, I suggest anytime after divorce, take your time, work on yourself, heal from it, and don't go back out there and hurting other people or hurting yourself. So I recommend something called Divorce Care. I am a Christian, and they have something called Divorce Care that you can go to. They have them at churches, and you can also Google it. I think it's divorcecare.com or .org. And you can find a church or a place where you can go, and you're with other people who are actually either they're divorced, going through a divorce, or about to go through a divorce. And they're in there for healing, and it's a very supportive community. So, or, if you're not a Christian, just seek help, get a group of people around that can help support you through it. Learn who you are. It's a new identity, a new lifestyle that you have to learn, and, work on yourself. What went wrong? Why did it go wrong? And, how do I want to be better from this and grow and learn? For me, I went back to a lot of hobbies that I enjoyed. I also started serving in women's ministry. I really enjoyed that. Just fellowshipping with other women, and I created a whole new life for myself. Now I'm going back to school for a few things and just built myself up. 5 or 6 years out, I had a few relationships, but now I settled on a man who, and I've talked about him before, who he's in a very good place in his life. And so I'm very confident within himself. So it's two people, whole people who are just enjoying each other and having a good life. But like I said, divorce isn't easy. It's something that you really, really need to take the time to heal. Some people never decide to get back into a relationship, and that's okay. But the thing of it is you have to come to a place where you feel comfortable with yourself, and have healed from the hurt. When somebody leaves you, or you have to leave somebody, that's also very difficult. You go into a marriage thinking you're going to spend the rest of your life together. So to turn around and have to separate from somebody, I don't care if it was 6 months, 20 years, 30 years, whatever it was, it can be devastating and traumatic. So, please seek the help that you need, the support you need. Find out who you are, love on yourself, do a lot of self-care. It could be journaling. It could be looking into new hobbies or old hobbies. Learning how to have positive self-talk, talking to yourself, encouraging yourself. Maybe there's some goals that you wanted to accomplish. Maybe there's some things that you wanted to do that you weren't able to do while you were married. This is the time to rebuild and transform yourself into a better person and learn from it. And, part of the reason why I wanted to start this channel is, I went through a huge transformation. And like I said, I really want to help other women and encourage other women in their life. I'm sure there's some men that might be watching this, and I hope that I'm able to be an encouragement and be a blessing, and just know that it does hurt, and it's gonna hurt. It could be months, could be years. Everybody's journey is different, but you can get on the other side. And I just want you to know that I pray for anybody who is watching this channel and want to encourage you in life. And I just wanted to say, divorce is not the end of your life. You can start over, you can rebuild, you can actually be better than you were when you were married and going through that misery or whatever was happening. Because I look at myself now and I don't want to start crying. I don't want to get choked up. But the woman I am today, by the grace of God and by the hard work that I put in, counseling, deciding to take care of myself, body, mind, spirit, journaling, working out, choosing good people around me that are supportive and not negative, doing the work, seeing myself where I'm at now is truly amazing. And I want that for you. And I hope that you will be able to share with me the things that you're doing to grow and to get better and to get through this divorce, or if you're out of the divorce already and still trying to work on yourself, whatever stage you're in, I just hope and pray that, you will get to that happy place, that you deserve. Don't settle in life. You deserve a happy, peaceful life. We are called to peace and not to be living very stressed out. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'm going to continue to do more videos and hope that I can be a blessing to other people watching this channel. And I hope it grows and that I'm able to build a wonderful community. So, all right, you take care. All right, God bless you. Bye-bye.